Okay.
Okay, so the melting point of gold is 1064. We set the furnace in there at 1300 degrees. Now we do that for a reason, because we need the gold to stay in liquid form by the time we get it into the cast iron mould. Now once it's in the cast iron mould, it cools down as fast as it likes, and then it is fine. So that from that point, of course, we put the gold bar into the water and we flip it out from there. But what we have set up in there is also a whole section of crucibles that are up on the table there. The crucible or melting pot is what is actually used to melt the gold in. It is made of graphite and clay. Okay, so very strong, can take the temperature, but it still has to be changed. Now the crucibles do have to be changed every 2 to 3 weeks, so they do break down like anything else, especially the clothing that we have in there as well. There's clothing that is made out of all sorts of materials. We use wool quite a bit in there. We also use aluminium, which reflects the heat, and a product called Kevlar. But they break down as well. Heat breaks so many different things down that we always have to change things around. And you will also have noticed the natural beauty of the room in there. It was kept that way because it is still exactly how it was back in those days. It was we refined in there for 90 years. So they kept as much beauty of it as they could, or kept it in its original form as much as possible. The only thing they did do is clean it up from the ceiling, and also the walls they cleaned up. They actually pulled gold out of the walls because it seeped out over the years. But from the ceiling, when they got 2 wire brushes up there with some guys scrubbing it down, they found $18,000 worth of gold falling to the ground. So I was very lucky they actually cleaned that up and had a good look at the gold that was actually inside that dust and didn't just throw it away.
Thank you.
That's all right. Anything else you'd like?
The temperature. Can you talk about the temperature in the room?
I did, of the furnace, yep.
Yeah.
I did that at the start.
For the back wall?
Oh, sorry, the back
Yeah.
wall. Oh, they're actually in the room. In the room, they actually recorded the temperature at the back wall at 57 degrees. Okay, now that's quite a long way back from the heat itself, actually the furnaces themselves. So standing next to the furnaces, it could have been anywhere in the 60s. We're not exactly sure, but they did put up with incredible conditions. Not wearing as much safety equipment as what we were wearing, what we wear nowadays. But they did very well at pouring gold.
Thank you.
That's all right. That's fine.